Hello children, let's learn about the memory and the storages. Now, what actually a memory is? As we all have memory in our brain where we can keep the things safe in the manner like whatever you learn, that is recorded in your memory. Whatever you see, many of the things they get recorded in your memory. Many of the work that you get, whatever you learn, gets recorded in your memory. Similar to this, computer also has a memory which is very important. Why it is important? Because whatever you are doing in a computer system, whatever kind of work you are doing, ultimately what you are going to do, you are going to save that work in the form of a file, and where this file is getting saved, it gets saved into the computer memory. So it is very important. Now, these computer memories have unique addresses. They have unique addresses. Now, what are addresses here? You may have a question that what are addresses here? So children, it is something very similar to our house address. Like you may have a house number 123, street XYZ. Okay? Everybody is having a house address on which you get posts, or if you have to guide someone to reach to your house, then you tell the address of your house, that in which street you are residing, on which lane, or in which city, the particular area you tell. Then you also tell the house number. Why? Because that is basically the identification of your house. That is how your house is known. One more example, it is quite similar to your name. Like you are identified by your name. Similarly, the house is identified by its address. Similarly, these computer memories, they are identified by these unique addresses. All the memory, the computer memory, it is divided into different parts, which are, we can say, locations, and these locations, they have these unique addresses. Now, each address, it holds a character. These addresses, they are identified by few characters, which are basically the binary characters. Now, what is binary? I have already told you in previous classes also. Binary means the digits 0 and 1. Binary means the digits 0 and 1. These two digits, basically they are called the bits. They are called the bits. And when we combine multiple bits, then they form bytes, and it goes on and on. So binary digits we talk about, then they are 0 and 1. So these unique addresses, they are basically the combination of multiple zeros and 1. Many zeros and 1 if I will combine, then it will give the house address or the address of this memory location. So you have to keep in mind that what are binary digits or what are bits. So that is 0 and 1. Next comes here, that as I told you, your 0 and 1, these are called the bits. Now, when we combine 8 bits, if I have 8 bits, then it forms 1 byte. 8 bits, it forms 1 byte, and it goes on and on. You can see on this memory chart. It is also given in your book. From there you can see. And these keeps on increasing. When we combine 1024 bytes, then it forms 1 KB. KB means it is kilobyte. It is kilobyte. So the more you move downwards into the table of this, the higher the units they become. The units they are increasing, the more you get down into the table. So this is about the basics of memory. Let's see more about this topic. Now this memory is divided into two categories. It is divided into two categories. One we can say is the internal memory, or we can also call it primary memory. It is internal, or we can call it primary memory. The other is external, or in other words we can say the secondary memory. Okay, so memory that is divided into two categories, internal and external. Internal then further is again divided into two parts, that is RAM and ROM. It is RAM and ROM. Whereas the secondary memory, if we talk about, is divided into the CDs, DVDs, into a hard disk, which is very important, or you can say a flash disk, and it can further be divided into many more. The secondary memory can further be divided into many categories, but your internal memory, it will be into only two, that is RAM and ROM. So you should know this thing, that what are internal memories, how many types of internal memories are there, and remaining others, they are your external or the secondary memories. Let us learn about the internal memory in today's video. So let's have a look to the internal memory. What is it? So let's have a look to the internal memory. So children, as I told you that this memory, that is of two types. One is your RAM and the other is your ROM. So RAM, that stands for random access memory. So you should know the full form of these two. It stands for random access memory, and the other one is read only memory. It is read only memory. Now what is the difference in between these two? Let us discuss here only. So when we talk about RAM, in this, whatever you do, whatever you store, that is done only for some time, that is called temporarily. Temporarily. This is a temporary memory. We can say a temporary memory. Whatever you are doing on your screen at that very moment will be stored in this memory, which is the random access memory. As soon as you switch off your computer or in between the light goes off, then what will happen? Whatever was visible on your computer screen will be disappeared, it will get deleted, it will get erased. Why? Because it was not saved in the external memory. So this is also known as the temporary memory. And one more word is used here, that is, I will write here, one more word we can say, this memory is volatile. Volatile means as soon as the light goes off, or if you have not saved anything and the file and the computer is switched off, this will get lost, whatever is written in this memory. So it is known as volatile. Next we have ROM, which is just opposite to it. So when this is volatile, this becomes non-volatile. This is non-volatile, and I can say a permanent memory. We can also say a permanent memory, but in ROM, you cannot write anything, you cannot read anything from this ROM. Whatever is there on ROM, it contains the instructions which are required for your computer to function. ROM contains such functions which are required for your computer to function. So you cannot do anything with this. You don't have to like open it or do anything. Whenever you switch on your computer, whatever happens, how your computer process goes on, that is basically written in the ROM. So these are the two types of internal memories. In the next video, we will discuss about the external memories. Till then, stay tuned, keep watching and enjoy learning. Have a nice time.